Okay, I'm going to show you how to add new new stock for items that are out of stocks. So one of the ways you can find these items, you can go to stock and you find out that this item is out of stock, whereas this is also out of stock, as well as the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And these are defined as categories, but I'll be looking for a different item that is a little bit simple to refill. So here what I'll do is I'll have to go with the biggie Apple, right? And it has right now, it has 13 dozens already. And so well, what we should do is then let's just make let's try make an example of this. Okay. So you have to go to purchase and you have to add purchase. And currently I assume that by default you should have not by default explicitly you should be the one adding your list of suppliers. That is, if you tend to make use of the suppliers for your inventory. But what I'll be doing is I'll be making use of the generic supplier, and this is for just test running. And the date by default should be assigned by itself automatically. Whereas the invoice as well, the invoice number will be generated automatically, and I'll be choosing one of these items. Let's look for one of the items I'll be looking for. I'm going to choose um, this item, right? And the quantity, the unit price is for, let's say, um 8,000, let's say 800 or 6560. And how many quantity am I getting? How many dozen am I getting? Okay, as you can see, the price is based on the dozen, right? So the dozen should be 12. So I assume that the price here should be around 11,000, let's say 7,500 for just one dozen, right? So if you are getting 10 dozen, so you should add another zero for 10 dozen. So assuming it should be 75,000 naira. So I'm going to add that. So now you see we have 10 dozen and a unit of the dozen is for this price and the total is this, which is wrong. So I'm going to reduce this to say that the unit is for 7,005. That gives us a total of 75,000. So that was an overhead from me. So what happens is that here for the amount we have to make use of cash, right? The reason why I wouldn't want to make use of the bank is for some certain reasons. So I just make use of the cash, and you can also make use of loyalty points, PayPal, and Stripe. But for now, I'll be making use of cash, and I'll be adding the total amount that is due. As you can see, currently the due amount is 75,000. But when I add this, when I add 75,000, then the due should be zero, should be zeroed out. So you can add the invoice for the payment. You can also add an extra note. You can say something like, this payment was made using bank transfer, but is recorded as cash payment. Okay, so this is the note that has been added, and you can also play with this. You have the option to make the discount could be as a flat fee or a percentage. There could be other amounts that can be added, like expenses and whatnot. So the next thing to do is I'm gonna save this, right? And This is how you add um, new stocks to items that already exist. But if you're working with an item that has not been added into the system, then you have to start with opening stock. Thank you.